You're now watching We Talking TV. Shout out to all of our sponsors, Khandie Woo, Milk Apparel, Chandy Seasonings, Adrian Hayes Classic, and Marion Hayes. Thank you. Hi, I'm Arobia Allen, also known as Jim, and you're sitting down with We Talking TV right now, and I have the pleasure of sitting down next to my girl, Khandie Woo. Yes?
Thanks for having me. My name is Lysandra, and my company name is Khandie Woo LLC, and I create lenses, eyewear, and accessories.
Now tell them how you spell Khandie.
Khandie with the Khandie, Woo is WOO.
That's right. And just for the beginning purposes, can you give them the Instagram and social media handles?
For Instagram, it's Khandie Woo LLC, KhandieWoo LLC. On Facebook, it's Khandie Woo Handmade Jewelry.
Yeah, very good. Now, Khandie got a chance to sit down with two other ladies for our third edition of We Talking magazine. She was one of the ladies on the front cover. Cat Juice.
Yeah, shout out to Cat Juice and Studio Nikki Spice.
Studio Nikki Spice. Both Brooklyn-based businesses and leading ladies in the culture right now. So if you want to check out this magazine, you can go to iMag, and all of the information will be at the end in the caption, and you can go and pick this one up in print or online. But very dope to follow up with you and sit down here for We Talking TV. So now we're sitting in Art at Fame.
Yes, so it's Hall of Fame Studios presents Art at Fame. So we are based in Jamaica Queens, and I'm here as a resident artist. I have a section of my own, and I call it Hall of Frames. So it's Hall of Frames at Hall of Fame. Try to get a little creative with the theme.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they do art events, entertainment events, and there are actually 3 levels to the space. So
really?
So there's the upstairs and downstairs, and this is the main level, which is the art gallery. And they feature different artists. They have art events and fashion events, as well as music events, so that it keeps the multimedia environment constantly flowing.
Mm-hmm.
So I get to meet a lot of people. I get to just experience different music, different artists, and it's a great experience. It's a really good experience. I'm actually glad I'm here, so I fit right in with my wearable art.
That's dope. That's dope. Now, I gotta play devil's advocate and be like, you was on the cover for Brooklyn Women in Business, and here you are in Queens.
Yeah.
Why not Brooklyn?
So that's a tricky question, and I've been getting that question a lot. The environment and what's offered here at Hall of Fame. Like I said, it's multimedia. It throws me right in the mix with art, music, and media, and that's what I needed. At the time, I didn't have that in Brooklyn. So the opportunity came to me at Queens, and I appreciated it. I jumped on it. And who wouldn't want to jump on an opportunity that is going to better themselves and better their brand? So that's why I took the opportunity. I'm glad I did. Still representing Brooklyn,
That's right.
but I'm in Queens, so
That's right. I represent Queens too. The people know. You know what I'm saying?
well, they gotta know.
That's right. So now, when are you here?
I'm here Tuesday through Saturday,
Mm-hmm.
1 p.m. to 7 p.m.
Okay. And everything here is available for purchase.
Everything here is available for purchase. I have 4 brand ambassadors. They each have their own coupon code. So if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see who my brand ambassadors are, and you can actually retrieve your coupon code, and it works at my pop-up location.
Gotcha. Now, I'm sitting down to interview you, but I'm definitely a fan and a supporter of your brand. These are actually Khandie Woo frames that I'm wearing right now. But I just love your work. You know, I love the work ethic that it takes to put into what you're creating because it's very different. I don't think that I've seen anything like it on the market. That you're able to combine these two textures together to make something, you know, authentic. It's very hard in this industry to say that you want to be in the accessory business and bring something fresh and bring something new because most businesses online are ordering,
Right.
you know, which is fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
But most of them are not actually putting the work in to create something authentic and really actually say, this is one of one.
Right.
And that's what makes it fun. So now, accessories. We're wearing glasses right now. Lenses, right? Lensless glasses, frames. What other accessories do you have?
I make hoop earrings that I detail with fabric as well, so you get the matching pieces. I make cuffs. I do beaded necklaces, beaded bracelets. I make wire rings. I just started doing some spandex leggings, which I featured on Wednesday at Beats, Barbs, and Wine. That's held here every first Wednesday at Hall of Fame Studios. So I'm going back and forth into fashion and into the wearable art scene because I want people to be able to look good, feel good, and still have that cultural esteem. You know, making sure that we keep our culture in the forefront instead of hiding it behind those higher label brands. So I'm looking to actually become a brand myself that is, you know, a household name, and everybody is able to, again, have a Khandie Woo item, be able to afford a Khandie Woo item, and be able to wear it and be proud of the fact that, you know, they're wearing a piece of culture.
Now, are most of your brand ambassadors women, or do you have men and women?
I have men and women. So I have Marie Driven. She's a PR pro, and she works with Playbook Management Group. Teddy Post, aka Articulate, who's a music artist. Mickey Fax, who's a lyricist and a business guru as well. And also I have Queen Mixie, who she just became manager and consultant at Brick in Brooklyn.
Nice.
So all of them, I chose them because they wear my brand, they appreciate my brand, and they actually made it a part of their style when they go out and they do their thing in their field. So that's why I chose them as brand ambassador as well. So I'm also doing acknowledgements as well, and I am searching for more brand ambassadors. So that's like an ongoing process because I do want to make sure that I highlight those people who appreciate my brand, and I can show them in return how I appreciate them for what they do as well.
Now, if somebody wanted to put together a custom order, is it that they have to buy the shape or frame or item that they want and you cover it? Or is it pretty much that you know where you're going to get your pieces from and they can choose from that?
So I shop for certain pieces, for certain shapes that I know once I put the fabric on, it gives a maximum effect because that's what I go for. I try to actually do more, nowadays I do more unisex frames because I want men and women to be able to have that experience with the lenses frame. I can do custom orders, but that is something that's by appointment because that now is a whole new ball game because I'm now taking your ideas and implementing my style with it. So yes, I can do custom orders, but that's by appointment only.
I'm not going to gonna lie. I'm gonna let the people know I do custom orders.
Yes. Correct.
And I give her the time frame that I want them in,
Mm-hmm.
and I let her know what I want, but I know what that comes with. You know what I mean? And so I have my collection of Khandie Woo,
and it's one of one.
and they're one of one. Just like you can enjoy one of one, but I put my spin on it.
Exactly.
You know, and I enjoy them, and I always get compliments on them. I'm gonna let the people know too. One pair is lens, so they're full sunglasses.
Yes.
So that is an option as well.
That's an option as well. I'm working on manufacturing because I have a lot of customers that wear prescription lenses and want to have that full experience too.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm working on that. That's on my bucket list, my to-do list for 2020.
Yes. Is that your main vision for 2020? 2020 is the year of vision.
Definitely the year of vision. I have so many things that I want to do, and I'm trying to make sure that I focus. Because a lot of times you have, as a creative, you have so many ideas that you don't focus. So that's what I've been doing all this time, not focusing on one thing. I've been doing everything. Mm-hmm. So now that I set a foundation, I can actually step back and look at, okay, what am I gonna like boost this year for Khandie Woo? Mm-hmm. So my main focus is to manufacture. Because once I manufacture, I can actually push out more product and get distribution from different other, eyeglass places. So that's my main goal.
You're anchored down here in terms of your pop-up shop,
yes.
Right? How important, though, do you think it is for boutiques or brands now to do some footwork? Do you think that it's as important as making sure that your online focal is together?
It's a combination of, but because it's an accessory that's based on how it looks on a person. Mm-hmm. It's better to be a brick and mortar. It's better to put that foot in and do pop-up shops so that people could try them on. And that is the selling point. When they can talk to the person that created the piece, try it on, and get the full story about it, and that feeling of, hey, I look good in these. Mm-hmm. That's a whole package. That's what I want people to walk away with. I want them to walk away feeling good and looking good. So it's not necessarily, yes, the piece, but it's the feeling that the piece gives you once they put it on. So definitely footwork, being everywhere, pop-up shops, events, shows. So this is a perfect opportunity for me here, being at a location, stationary. I could put everything out and they see all the options. Whereas online, you're just looking, you don't know if it's going to look good on you or not. So that's the benefit. Online is definitely good, but for that interpersonal interaction, it's important to have a location and be in person for the customer.
How do you think that your response has been? Because I'm sure you've done like festivals and things like that, right?
Yes.
How has your response been doing festivals as opposed to having a stationary pop-up?
The stationary pop-up allows more personal interaction. It's a lot quieter. So it's more engaging. Whereas festival is so much going on, people are not really paying attention. Mm-hmm. It's too many distractions. So I'm weird. I like, like a balanced, peaceful setting because I want to be able to communicate with the person when they buy my work. I want to tell them what I do to the frames and why I do it. Mm-hmm. So basic communication is very important. So the difference in the two, it's not even a thin line. It's like two totally different, atmospheres. So I appreciate the boutique setting, that fixed setting, better than doing the festival.
If I was interviewing an artist, I would ask the artist about their music and ask them how they felt while they were doing a specific song or what was the emotion behind that. Do you look at any of the pieces that you create and remember how you felt in the moment when you were creating it?
All of my pieces, I only work on them when I'm in a good mood and I'm in a quiet space because it's important for feeling good or I feel upset or I feel sad or depressed, I'm not working on anything.
Gotcha.
Because I have to get right before I put my energy into my work. Because it takes time and dedication just to do each piece. So I don't like to like rush that or, you know, 'cause then to me it won't come out right and I won't feel comfortable selling that to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that's important.
We have a shirt behind us on
Yes.
the mannequin.
Yes.
Do you design clothes as well?
So the T-shirts were actually done with my logo for fundraising attempts when I first started my brand.
Okay.
So I will be doing the T-shirts again, but I always have one on hand just to show. I just debuted on Wednesday some clubwear.
Okay.
They had a fashion event here. I debuted some clubwear where it's spandex stockings.
Spandex
Stockings, like the whole, but it's pants,
Mm-hmm.
like tights,
But my foot is closed in.
your foot is closed in.
So what kind of footwear would I work with?
It works perfectly.
Okay.
With a wedge heel, open toe wedge heel,
Alright.
or the clear, the transparent shoes. Definitely.
You know what? That would be nice. Because when I look at those shoes, I'm like, your feet gotta be sweating.
And it's
like
sweating,
they got no
it's
end.
sliding around.
Right.
So now, if you have on the spandex tights with a nice print on it or whatever color, you get to like really get fun and funky with your style.
That's
and you wear
very
the
true.
clinch. Yeah.
That's true.
So,
Now, do the leggings the stockings come in a number of sizes?
so I'm going to be doing all sizes.
Okay.
My first pairs were extra small because I had some petite models.
Okay.
I did one with a closed toe, and I actually did one that's a pair of shoes. So it's pants and shoes.
So the pants up. So are you designing these?
So my inspiration was the Balenciaga pants that Michelle Obama had on.
Okay.
The yellow sequins,
Yes.
that whole piece. And I just fell in love with it because it was sexy but classy at the same time.
She knows.
Definitely. So
First lady.
yeah. So I fell in love with that and I acquired the pattern and I held on to it and I'm like, this is something I would definitely do for my next fashion show. And I was able to have it done and it was a success. Like I wore it. I wore one there as well. So I know how it felt when I had it on. I know how it made me feel. So it's like sexy but concealed, a little mystery, but it was really, really cool.
That sounds fun. I'm a cool kind of girl. I like throw on something and go, but I want it to be fun.
Exactly.
So that's definitely
important.
So you let me know when you play on.
Oh, definitely. I'm making more. I'm gonna do colors, prints.
Okay.
Yeah, I got you.
Cool. Can I customize my
ties?
My tights?
Colors. You tell me what colors you want. And work it out.
Okay, is that only for me or the people could do that?
People could do that too. But again, it's communication. You gotta leave a deposit because again, materials have to be purchased and the labor for me getting it sold. But it's definitely worth it. It's unique and it's gonna be cute. Feel good.
Now, do you have anything that you're gonna debut for men's line? Because now this is something new as an accessory add-on for women, right? So is there something that you're potentially gonna give the guys for something?
So potentially, I'm looking to do some clothing for men. I'm still working on the design because I want it to be unique and I want it to be well received.
We got an audience today.
Yes, live audience.
They like, she ain't never let her phone ring during the interview. It's not me. Relax. Yeah, good.
So I'm working on that. I always had an issue with men's pieces because I like to use a lot of colors and prints. But nowadays I'm noticing men are being a lot more freer with their style.
Yes.
So I can get more expressive. I'm like I'm more comfortable now working on it. So in the next couple months I'll be definitely putting out something for the guys.
That's dope. I'm I'm just gonna go back to the shirt right quick
Yeah.
to bring them in because it clearly doesn't say Khandie Woo.
No, it says on the back.
Okay, and so this design is a representation of your brand.
That is my company logo,
Okay.
Khandie Woo LLC. I trademarked the name Khandie Woo, which covers the lens that's eyewear.
Mm-hmm.
So Khandie Woo LLC is the umbrella for everything else.
Gotcha.
And I created the LLC because I have a whole line of different things that I do, and I wanted all of it to go under that umbrella.
Mm-hmm.
The logo represents happy, sad.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. It's a happy face and sad face, and the way it's tilted is tilted so that happiness is taken over. And, I created that logo because I've been through a lot, and I've gone through a lot of emotional changes within self, and criticizing myself for choices that I made or decisions that I should have made and didn't make, and my brand in itself is it saved my life. I'm gonna say that because I could have really just sunken in a place where I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to create. My brand keeps me alive because it allows me to meet great people like you and a lot of people that I've met. It keeps my creative juices flowing. It keeps me going different places and having different experiences that show me that this life that I'm living is not in vain. So the happy sad symbol, it's who I am, and I'm allowing the happiness to take over.
That's right. That's so powerful and it's so needed. Your explanation of your logo is so needed right now, especially in this new generation, because they're very expressive, which is a great thing. But sometimes it needs some channeling. You know what I mean? Because they're very
right.
So it's nice to. So now we talked about accessory projections for 2020.
Yes.
Right? Now you're here at the pop-up, but the summer is upon us. Will you be doing any traveling with Khandie Woo in the summer?
I'm looking to schedule some tours. I would love to do Atlanta. I would love to do LA. I have been to Europe when I first, started doing as far as like showing my stuff internationally. But now I want to really focus on the home base. So I'm going to do a lot more events. I'm just certain events I really want to do because then I know I like to do events where they're going to appreciate it as an art and not just purchase it, toss it in the drawer.
Yes.
So I'm looking to schedule something like that.
Do you think that your brand will ever get big enough where you would have to hire help?
Oh, of course. I think right now I'm at that point of frustration. Like, I need help. I'm structuring it because, again, it's important to me that whoever I put in place has that same drive and passion that I do. So I'm actually looking for help right now. I'm scouting. Okay. But in the meantime and in between time, I still do what I can. I still make sure that I have pieces available for people to, purchase when they come to the pop-up. And I do custom orders as well. So I'm working on it. I have my daughter. She helps me every now and then. But she has a life too, so I can't superimpose the
this is the brand. This is family business.
I know, right?
Right. You gotta like. Look at this checking out here. All right, so we talked about 2020 projections. Where do you see Khandie Woo in 5 years?
In 5 years, I see Khandie Woo as a distributed brand. I'm talking about lens crafters, every optical brand out there. I want to be everywhere. I see Khandie Woo with her own location as well. The Khandie Woo store that has to happen. Also, Khandie Woo fashion. I want to build on that as well. So I just want to have do more community-based work as well. So I'm looking into different organizations that I can give back to and be more charitable with my brand. So that in itself is what I want to do.
Yeah. It's important.
Very important.
It's very important. Especially for what you represent.
So getting the word out there, better marketing for the brand. I'm still on that journey. Some people will look and say, "Oh, you made it." No, I'm not finished yet. I'm not done yet.
I mean, I think that good business shouldn't hit a ceiling.
No.
Because once you hit the ceiling, what else are you going to be able to offer if you're not thinking ahead? You know what I mean? Like, what are you going to do? Yeah. Everyone should be growing. Absolutely. Yes, definitely.
And that's what I encourage with people with anything that they do. Always want to grow. You can't stay still because when you're stagnant, like everything else around you becomes stagnant, and then now you're looking at everything being stagnant. Now you feel stagnant. You can't do that. You have to always find something to do. Always find something to be passionate about. Because when you have nothing to look forward to, then an idle mind starts to create negativity, and you start feeling down about yourself, and that's not a good place to be. So if you have that control and power to take yourself out of that, I feel that you should put everything and dedicate your whole being to doing that.
Yep.
Your whole being has to be dedicated to that, so that you already have to go against naysayers. You already have to go against people that don't want you to do better or don't believe in you. So you have to believe in yourself and make that your main objective. Because if you're not good, you can't be good for anybody else. So work on yourself first.
Absolutely. I work in a salon normally, and so it's funny to have a conversation with some of my clients, and the first thing they say is, "My hair," and I'm like, you never talk to a plant negatively. You never talk to a plant negatively. So if you think of everything that needs to grow as a plant, and you should talk to it positive. Yes, when you walk into a room, you say, "Hey," that's the first thing that you should do with yourself. That's the first thing you should do with your hair, and it will in turn love you back.
Exactly.
But if you go into it not showing it some love, then it has no love to show you. So yeah, yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Well, I just want to thank you for sitting down with us. Is there anything you want to leave the people besides everything you've already shared?
I'm gonna say follow your passion, and the universe will handle the rest. You have to put in that footwork. You have to put that energy in. You have to feel it, claim it, and know that that's what you want at the end of the day. So that's Khandie Woo.
Absolutely. I want to thank you for being one of our sponsors as well.
You're welcome. It's my honor.
Yes, your brand is received very well by the people that it comes in contact with in terms of the Talking Magazine and the TV. So thank you.
You're welcome.
And you street some of my candy boots too. And thank you so much for sitting down with us.
Thank you. I appreciate it.